a wall-less prison, it's detention without walls. I have a life in there. As sad as it may sound, I did have a life.
You build up a routine in there.
I built up a routine, and I wasn't sleeping in my bed all the time. You know, I was getting up, I was going to work. There's choices there for me. I can go and use the gym, I can go and play football. You know, I can, you know. You're a prisoner in your own house.
Exactly. You're basically in prison, but you're out here.
I think this whole bill, I think the whole thing is a trap, you know.
I would rather be in Dungavel than outside.
Who are you?
Who am I? A sister and a daughter and a friend, and it's been great to be part of this group and feel like we don't have the normal barriers and boxes around us. And I also would call myself an activist. I want to work for positive change in the world, and I try to do that through research, through studying, but also through smaller actions and moments where I listen and I really try to understand people who are different from me. And I really like cooking and eating big meals with lots of people.
You're a people person.
Yeah, I'm a people person.
To whom it may concern. Subject: Detainee after detention. The operational guidelines governing detention state that the aim should be to remove people within a realistic timescale. But some people are released, and the post-detention factors are stress amongst children and adults experiencing anxiety of whether they'll be able to settle or not, and the whole process of application, fear of deportation, the sense of loss of status, and dependency on one's family, perhaps independent, requiring no support, but in crowded or poor housing, racism, the struggle to access health and schooling. But if they were helped to integrate into society and allowed to work instead of deportation, they could prove to society how good they are. Whilst government and the media have a duty to inform public opinion, it is their duty also to use language and statements of fact that do not encourage abuse of refugees and immigrants. Anyhow, when I say this letter, it probably won't change any of that, but I'm aware of the little impact my humble self can have, nonetheless. Thanks. John.
I'm from West Africa, and I've been in this country for over 10, 15 years now. I've been staying with my cousin for a long period of time now because I'm actually homeless. It feels frustrating because you're actually fighting something that is bigger than you. You feel really like you're helpless. There's nothing you can do than just to obey, and there's nothing you can do than just to keep fighting.
Within the system, what do you feel able to do?
Nothing. I don't think there's anything anyone can do to change that system. The only thing that can change it is for individuals' voices and group voices to come up and point out the errors to the system, saying this is actually wrong. From my own perspective, if you are actually ambitious about life and then you are actually handicapped, you can't do what you want to do. Your objectives, your aims, you are not allowed to do it until you are free from the system, until you are told that you have been given permission to do that, and that's the most frustrating part of it. because at every time you are told what to do. And if you go beyond that, that's it's like I would like to see more of the mainstream media to point out the real facts about the system, especially the immigration and asylum system. If the mainstream media can actually keep seeing the reality rather than the propaganda aspect of it, I think it will make sense, and that's what I really want to see.
That was Andy's story, and his hopes for how his voice might change the situation for himself and others like him. Juan tells a story of how his lack of status has wider effects on his family, and how it's difficult to maintain friendships when you don't know where you'll end up.
At the moment, I've only got a small circle, which is my family and maybe a couple of mates, and that's it. So that's why there's that kind of gap. See, a lot of my friends I've left in England, so coming over here, I've not really found new friends, apart from people I've met in detention. My current situation won't let me be who I want to be, because there's a few barriers, Some people rely on me. Will it be emotional comfort, just being there for them? I rely on my family at the end of the day, because they're the only people that I've got, where I am. Without them, I don't know, But, I wanted to be a football player, simple, and that's something I am really good at. But now I'm kind of planning to be my own kind of boss, if you know what I mean. The media industry, just be my own boss and just kind of be successful, like everyone else. Everyone's got dreams, and I have bigger dreams. It'll be a massive boost if everything pans out the way it should, that I'm hoping for. But it's kind of like a waiting game. But yeah, don't want to be up and down with paperwork all my life, if you know what I mean. So yeah.
Sean arrived in the UK when he was under 10 years old. His story is about how a mistake as a teenager continues to haunt his life.
When I got released, you might as well say they just told me, here's an address, find your way there. That's basically what happened. In my head, the whole time I was in detention, I was kind of, it's like you're making them sort of mental plans, even though they're not set in stone. You're like, I'm going to come out, I'm going to change my life, I'm going to get a job. And then when you get released, you're like, yeah, let me put my plan to action, and they kind of tell you, whoa, you can't work. So now you're confused, like, whoa, like, what am I going to do? I've got 24 hours in a day, what am I going to do? I don't think my wrongs sort of justified taking near enough a third of my life. And that kind of time, that's something that you can't get back. Sometimes I phone my family and I don't want it to be a thing where every time they see my number, they're thinking, oh, you want something or you need something. And at the same time, even to ask someone for something, it doesn't really, I don't know, me, I've got too much pride sometimes. Because in that way, like, that can break a family really and truly. Like, if someone's kids live on one side of the country and you put them on the other side, reality is sooner or later their relationship is not going to last. I don't know if immigration do that on purpose, knowing that's what's going to end up happening, or it's just a mistake. I don't know, but to be honest, I don't think there's anyone that's been in detention that's 100% alright in their head. It has to affect you somehow. And me personally, I kind of, I don't know, you could say I'm a coward in a way, because any situation now, even for me to see a police officer walking down the road, I'm just panicking, because in my head I'm thinking, well, I don't want to end up where I was before. Even if I haven't done something wrong, like, what? Even for me to walk with someone, in my head I'll be looking at them like, right, I wonder if he's done anything. I'll be kind of, it's like, not panic attacks, but similar, I guess. Like, from when I was in detention, I sort of started sleeping a lot during the day just to sort of avoid interacting with most of the officers and that. I guess in a way, I kind of saw it like officers and detainees, you can't be in the middle, you have to pick sides. Outside detention, fair enough, you've got everything you need. Like, even in the middle of the night, you can wake up and say, let me go to the shop. But the reality is, if you've got no money and you can't work, what's the point of having a shop? Rather than fences and gates, it's more of a sort of mental incarceration, really and truly. Because everything's right there in front of you, but for you to actually have access to it.
This is Pablo's story. He wants to share his day-to-day life a year after he's been released from immigration detention. He's a father and he's been in the UK since he was a teenager.
But I really want that Emmett toy.
Yeah, we'll get it tomorrow.
Dad, tomorrow!
Yeah, I get paid tomorrow on my card.
I want to go home tomorrow.
You are staying till Tuesday.
Ooh.
If I get you a toy, you stay till Tuesday. If not, you go home tomorrow and then I'm going to take you to Auntie Shelley's.
Ah,
It's up to you.
that's it!
Stop shouting.
I want a toy!
Stop shouting. I've just told you. I don't have the money. If I had the money, I would get it for you. I don't have the money. I'm not allowed to walk. I told you, didn't I? We had this conversation earlier, and now you say we're talking about the same thing again. Huh? I like spending time with you. When you go home, it's gonna be like boring for me. Really boring. I've got some money problems, and I don't need to have money problems because I'm a big boy.
What money problems?
No, it's hard for me to get money because I can't work. I can't work. If I was able to work, then I'll get a job, and then I would have problems with money to come and pick you up. I'll cook some spaghetti bolognese when we get back.
No, just give me cereal just now.
Drink your tea first. Drink the tea. You can't have tea and cereal at the same time.
Guess what? I just want cereal. I'm not going to drink any tea when I'm having cereal.
Yeah, I'll make you some cereal then.
You don't drink tea when I got cereal. Ugh, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me.
Enjoying yourself.
Yep,
I love you.
love you too.
Gonna get ready and go finish up with.
I don't want you to go to another country.
You don't want me to what?
Go to another country.
You don't want me to go to another country? Yeah, I'm not gonna leave you, don't worry. If I leave you, they're gonna have to kill me and take my dead body back. I'm not leaving you. You know that, don't you? Never. I don't care what they say. Eh? We have a life as well, don't we? And we love our life. We have fun. We struggled, but when you come and see me, we still have fun, don't we? Yeah. So imagine if life was a little bit better than what it is now. You'll be very happy. And that's what you call being normal. Alright. I've got everything I need. You got your jumper? I've got my jumper, I've got everything I need. You want me to fade away, but all I've got is my experience, my pen, my part, and my imagination. Life after detention. Monday, sign on, get paid on the Azora. Weekly shopping, which I'm restricted to what I can buy and can't buy. Tuesday, the day I get to hang out with my colleagues to make the documentary about life after detention. But what am I going to do when it's all over? Wednesday, stay at home, try to use my time constructively. Thursday reminds me of Wednesday, but with a little bit of help from a friend, sees me through. Friday, weekend starts, but I'm broke. No social life for me, so I sat at my window and watch other people socialize. Saturday reminds me of Friday, but spend most of my time watching TV. Sunday, getting ready to do it all over again on Monday, which is going to be the same day and same week all over again.